Hi everyone. Welcome to day one of me vlogging every single day of my Worldbuilding Awards Crashout. I have emergency in a shaker bottle because I've been sick for the past couple days. And you know what? This would have been a vlog of more than just starting today. Had I not been sick, I actually meant to start filming over a week ago. But yeah, I've been wanting to just sit down, have a real discussion about what I've been up to, how I've been doing, how the past couple of months have been as far as creating art and streaming and writing and just kind of doing all of these things that I do, because there's a lot of them. I'm kind of out here trying to do it all, and sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge. But spring is here. Spring is here. I felt the sunlight on my face for the first time in months, and I came alive. Now, do you see how beautiful it is? The sun is out. I feel like a person. I feel, wow. The sun is back. Sleep Token released a new song, and I was nominated for 6 Worldbuilding Awards. Oh gosh. We found out that news on livestream, and for a lot of you, if you were there, you got to see my real-time reactions to finding out that news. Sorry, I did a thing I shouldn't have. I read ahead. That's me! Savannah Geography lesson made it into the best world-building article nominees! Yay! Okay, what's next? What's next? Artist's Most Beautiful World. For artists who create their own original art as part of their world building. Alright. Hello, sorry, I'm back. The first one on the list is that's me. And okay, that's my article. Ringtail Elementary School has made it into hearts and minds. Every time my name popped up on that list again, I thought like, okay, that's it. That's it, we're done here. And then another one comes on and I start crying. Comment, line sweep incoming, I will weep. Take the S off that word, line weep incoming, because I don't think I'd be able to handle that. Okay, it's not a sweep, okay, because I didn't get shortlisted for everything, right? I didn't make every single list, so it's not gonna be a sweep. My goodness. I'm actually starting this vlog and talking about how I'm doing and how I'm feeling the day before voting closes. Yes, today is that Friday before votes close on Saturday. And so I've been going to everybody. I've been talking to every single one of my friends like, hey, this is ending tomorrow. I would so appreciate if you came and voted for me in all these categories. Like, World Anvil posted on their server that like, oh, it's a close race, like some of these categories are really close. I'm like, oh, why would you tell me that? Now I'm like stressing out. I'm worried that if I don't get my random coworker to vote for me this week, I'm just not gonna make it. Oh, and then so it's just, the Crashout is compounding and compounding. It's also really not that bad because I keep reminding myself, I was nominated 6 times. If I don't win, I still get to tell people I had 6 nominations this year. That's crazy. So that's the only thing keeping me sane, okay? It's the only thing keeping me sane is knowing that like, if I don't win anything, I feel like I kind of still won something. Am I still going to have a little itty bitty crash out over how many votes I may or may not be able to get and how many wins I can or cannot secure? Naturally. I think anybody on a podium is going to have those fears. But ultimately, I've said my piece. I got 6 nominations. I'm pretty content. I will say, okay, I would really like to get at least 1 or 2 of those awards. There are some nominations that I'm like especially proud of on there. Artist's most beautiful world. I pray. I hope I pray. And like best world building article? Who doesn't want that award? All I can say is who doesn't want to be named the best? Which also, coincidentally, is why I kind of wish that I could enter my worlds for the best world category in the future. You know, not suggesting anything, but if I could enter my worlds next year for best world, that'd be pretty sick. Because I'd like that opportunity one day. I feel like I have a lot to work towards if I want to actually submit for best world and win. But I'd like the option, you know? Like Malcora best world 2026, right? Well, no, a little more optimistically, Malcora best world 2027. Give it a nice 2 years of development. I think we can get there. Open my tome of secrets. Okay, it's not secrets. It's just my bullet journal. Yeah, so 2025 has actually been an incredible year for me as like a writer, world builder, creator. I don't know, things just seem like they're going really well. I achieved one of my world building goals that I've wanted to achieve and kind of tackle for the last couple of years, but I just kind of never found it in me to actually pursue it and actually go do it. I wrote a couple of chapters of my first ever story in the world of Malcora, which is so thrilling. It's a story that I've been wanting to tell for years, and it's the story that started the world. Going back the 7 or 8 years that I've had this world kicking in my brain, through all of its iterations, through every way that it's changed over the past few years, this base storyline has lived in this world for all that time. Or more specifically, it's lived in here, and not actually in the world. But it's been a living part of this world that I've been wanting to bring to life for a very long time. I will say that my prose writing has slowed down. I think once I hit World Ember, so all of my feverish writing in the month of December, ever since I did all of that and got my 25,000 words for the first time ever, I've never done 25k in World Ember before. And in fact, most years that I've ever done World Ember, I barely snuck by. Just barely in the 10k range. I'm not a person in December. Can I be honest with you guys? The reason I'm a summer camp counselor, the feral sovereign, if you will, is because during the month of July, when summer camp happens, I feel so much more like a person. I feel so much more able to just sit down and do stuff and make stuff happen. In December, I'm like borderline survival mode. It's so difficult for me to sit down during the month of December and be like, yeah, we're just gonna create and write and stuff. Me and what energy? Me and what mental faculties? I am so overwhelmed and distracted by so many things that are happening, plus it's cold outside and inside. I'm wrapped up in 10 blankets. I don't want to be a people. But no, that's honestly why I'm also just so amazed at my 25,000 word achievement during this World Ember, because that's not usually me. That's not usually how it goes. We got the badges for World Ember in January, so I'm considering it a 2025 achievement for the purposes of this vlog. Oh, but no, it was a really great kickoff to this year. February was a lot more focused on me. It was, in fact, my birthday month, and so a lot of what I did actually was sleep. Although I did have a fantastic highlight in the form of hanging out with capybaras. When I tell you that they were such sweeties, their names were Peanut Butter and Jelly. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. My partner took me on a little date to a capybara encounter. and they were precious. I got to feed them vegetables, and they jumped up onto our laps like giant dogs, which, ow, by the way, they are they are pretty heavy, and they have these gnarly claws. But they were very polite about it. Okay. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I know exactly what I was doing at the beginning of February. You know what I was doing at the very beginning of February? I was preparing for the Worldbuilding Awards. If there was any evidence that existed in this world that said, yep, that dude has ADHD, that dude being me, the way that I handled Worldbuilding Awards submissions would 6,000% be that evidence. Because, oh my god. But when they said that submissions were due a certain day, I submitted those bad boys that day. Actually, no, that's slightly untrue. I submitted them a little bit earlier, but I was editing them until the moment I refreshed the page and saw that there was a voting widget on them. Which actually did happen about 2 hours before I thought it would. And so I actually still had edits that I wanted to make, and at that point I was like, best not. The very last thing I want is to be disqualified for making edits to something like the nanosecond after it's activated for voting. Oh, can you imagine that? That would be a nightmare. But it's okay, because I noticed it and I'm like, ooh, okay, let's, I guess we'll have to save the rest of the edits for after everything is over. I really need to get back into the habit of writing and editing and making art and world building kind of outside of the specific windows of challenges. I don't know. I feel like most of my work, most of the things I create, most of the things that I write on a regular basis are the results of, hey guys, here's this challenge that we're doing for this month or however long. Here's the prompt, here's the theme, go nuts. And then I do. Hence my 25,000 words in December for World Ember. They're like, hey guys, we're doing this event, this big thing that everyone gets super hyped for. I'm like, yeah, I'm hyped too, let's write stuff. And then January comes around, I don't write anything. February comes around, I don't write anything. I make edits for the Worldbuilding Awards, but I don't, create anything. And if I did, I've already forgotten about it. I've ADHD brain, it'll come back to me at some point. I know it will. But right now, it's just not here. No, we started February with this big time crunch, lots of stress, me doing these edits and things. And then we ended February with a celebration, of course, because remember, it was my birthday. It's my birthday, we had a birthday stream. I did a charity fundraiser for the American Heart Association, and that was a blast. I found it really, really, I don't know if I want to say funny or entertaining or whatever it was, but having my community hit the donation goals for the entire stream in the 15 to 30 minutes that I was kind of still setting up my stream. I hadn't even really kicked things off because during that stream we were participating in a raid train. So I started my stream a little bit earlier than my raid train slot, as is customary. You want to make sure that you're online and ready and going and that everything works and is functioning before people arrive. And so yeah, you're a little early. You guys actually hit the goal before anyone even showed up. And so I'm sitting here having to increase the goal before we even did anything. My goodness. Yeah, man, I was expecting this to go on for so much longer, at least the, early stages of the fundraiser. I'll be honest though, I set my charity goal very, very humble, very, very chill. It was $100. My community has certainly raised a lot more than that for charity. They've done a lot more than that for sure. But I was like, this is a one-day event. It's not really going to last any longer than the actual stream. So I wanted to keep it small. But no, they saw that 100, they're like, not for long. And so I was like, okay, 150. You guys smashed through that too. And I was like, okay, 200. No, I think I was like, okay, 175. don't remember what increments I did. But you guys ended up raising $250 for the American Heart Association on my birthday. And so, like, I'm still so appreciative of everyone who came to that event and helped out with the fundraising, and it was just such a blast. It was so wonderful.
Expected nothing less from your community. Aw. I mean, no, Mochi, you're so right. Like, you guys are actually amazing. Every single time I do an event like this, you guys, like, you come out in force, you come to support, to donate those who can, to share those who can't. Like, I love you guys. And that's that's kind of like the whole theme of this stream also, is like love. If I can just, like, if you can just imagine me grabbing your little heads and just mwah. That is how I feel about all of you.
And you guys have earned, through these charitable donations, a free emote pack that I actually just finished last week. And so that thing I mentioned about getting sick at the beginning of this vlog, yeah, I was supposed to sit down and honestly start recording some of this, some of my talking to you wonderful people, and also put the pack together so you can actually go download these emotes. So I think one of my next tasks is actually going to be putting those emotes together into the pack. The emotes are done. They are finished. They're adorable. I love them so much. They're so cute. They are all heart-themed, of course, because of the American Heart Association fundraiser. They're all heart-themed emotes featuring my main character from Ayun Sovos. Her name is Ebby. She is adorable. I love her so much. And for the low, low price of free, you can send some owly love to all of your friends. Honestly, ever since I started writing these stories in my cozy fantasy world, I've known a joy unlike any other that I've ever experienced in my life. It has been such a treasure. And honestly, I've been kind of neglecting that world. I need to write more stories for Ayun Sovos. And I know that I have a lot of friends who will agree with that statement. I just need to sit down and do it, okay? I need to make it happen. I will probably get better at this vlogging thing once I do it more than once in my life. Maybe start doing it on a more regular basis. That is the goal. I would like to start vlogging more regularly. I don't know if weekly is yet in my plan, but maybe monthly. I think that would be pretty spectacular. So maybe my next vlog you can expect towards the end of April 2025. We can hope, we can dream, and maybe with some forethought, you'll be seeing a lot more of me than just the singular day me rambling for however long I'm rambling here. This has been an update, a panicked update from the final day of Worldbuilding Awards voting. I keep repeating that because it feels so big to me in my anxious little brain. And so recording this vlog really is just me kind of airing that out, just letting those feelings out, just being like, okay, this is happening, it's fine, it's real, it's gonna blow over, and it's gonna be all totally fine and normal and okay. Just finding a little creative outlet for it, and I guess that's one of my goals for the next few months. Find more creative outlets. Make sure that you keep creating, keep doing things, keep flexing those creative muscles, and hopefully we can make some more great things in the year 2025. This is the face of someone who played Vintage Story for approximately 8 hours today, after streaming for 3 hours beforehand. But I scarfed down some delicious, delicious dinner. That's why I stopped streaming the first time, so I could go scarf down my dinner, and then come back to stream again and play Vintage Story with the gang, with the creatures.
I want everyone at home, take a moment. It has been 2 hours and 20 minutes. Okay?
It sure
we don't
has.
have a fucking copper ingot yet.
Who needs copper?
We haven't made anything that wasn't made with sticks and flint It's been 2.5 hours. Shut up, wolves! Oh my god!
No.
Oh, the current rift activity is apocalyptic. Okay.
Oh, yay.
No,
Stop
you came
throwing
here.
things at me, you
Oh, alright.
nasty man.
Okay, bye.
Oh.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed that game a tremendous amount. And what did you know? The people started going to bed. They were like, alright, time to go. Server's shutting down. I'm like, alright. I'm gonna go to bed too, right? I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna lay down, honk shoe, me. But then I was like, oh, but what about maybe for next time? I'll start a personal world. For next time, right? For not this time, next time. I'll just start a world right now. And I'll find a little spot. I'll do like the tiniest little bit of exploration. I was there for like 3 extra hours. I should have been in bed. I should be in bed right now, but here I am. Oh my god. Anyway, this was day 2 of my final day of Worldbuilding Awards voting, Crashout. At the time of filming this, I actually just checked. It is still technically open, like the voting form is still open, even though it is technically the 23rd of March at this point, and not the 22nd. Oh my goodness, what a scandal. I could have been telling people this whole time to continue voting. Like, don't just stop now, it's not actually over. But no, I have to be content with what I have. Oh, it is... I will be strong. I will be strong. I'm going to bed. I need to just do that right now. I'll see you guys later. Okay, hi, hello. It is, 2 a.m. I shouldn't be awake, but I spent so much time today cleaning, and my desk is beautifully decluttered. I feel so good about this. It's actually been one of my major pain points for the past, I don't know, several weeks, probably. Just having stuff all over my desk, not really having room to branch out. Not having room to put my little journal on there and start engaging in journal-related activities. But I still have a lot of stuff that I want to clean, a lot of stuff that I also want to move off my desk. There's my son. He gets to stay there, but there's like a lot of other stuff that I want to move around. But now things are really nice. I moved a couple other things in my apartment, threw a bunch of stuff out, moved some clothes around. Things are pretty cool. I put my little con badges on my Christmas tree. I'm calling it a Christmas tree, but it's kind of a forever tree at this point. So maybe we'll find some other stuff to put on there. I don't know. But it was really nice to have a super productive day today. after, I think, what day was it? Sunday? Saturday? Ooh, no. This past weekend, Saturday, you know, if we're following the, it's been X days of me crashing out over the Worldbuilding Awards. I kind of have stopped the crashing out part. I think that's like over. It's like as soon as voting closed, that overwhelming feeling just kind of went away, and now I'm just going on with my life. But no, we can call this, how many days has it been? I started on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, day 5. Day 5. On Saturday, the day voting closed, I streamed twice, first of all, in one day. Some decisions were certainly made. I don't regret those decisions, but I did, however, wake up the morning after that, get up, have a little bit of breakfast, played some more vintage Story, because Hazard invited me back on, like, hey, we're gonna be playing some more today if you want to hop on. I'm like, okay, yeah, absolutely I do. And I got on, I played for a while, I'm like, I'm so sleepy. And that's how I took a 6-hour nap from, like, I think it was about 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'm like, alright, normal nap times. And I was like, yeah, I'll get up and I'll go right back to bed afterwards. I did not go back to bed afterwards. Are we seeing like a theme here of things, like healthy things I say that I'm going to do and then I just don't do them? Yeah, instead I stayed up a little longer and designed some new merch for my fourth wall store. I'm really excited about them. I might share them at some point soon, maybe. I need to decide when I actually want to release them. I think I also want to make more things to drop as, like, you know, like a little package, a little theme pack. Because there are two new items for the shop, and I don't know, they're really cute, they're really fun, and I hope people like them. But I want to do something a little more, like a bundle of things. But yeah, I need to go to sleep immediately and put that candle out, because I need to, let's not leave that overnight, okay? I don't want to waste it. It smells really nice. Hi, welcome to day 7 of the mythical Crashout. I sat down, I haven't even taken off my coat, I have salami from a bag. I got accepted to the Pride Guild today! When I tell you I've never been more excited to see an email notification in my life, I thought today was going to be just like a normal day. I come home, I talk about how, I don't know, all the things that I want to work on, things I was thinking about during work. But no, Twitch finally gave me my queer license. It's official. It's official. I'm real. So, yeah, I have no idea how to process this news, and so what I have in front of me is some salami, some provolone cheese. I'm having some girl dinner before I guess get up and make real food. Because I have to eventually. Look how artfully constructed. Delicious salami cheesers. I actually don't know if I'll like this. I don't actually like salami with other things usually. I just kind of eat it on its own. But you know, we're open to new things, to new adventures. As a member of the Pride Guild, saying that out loud feels crazy. I was actually going to post. I think I was actually thinking about it earlier today. I wanted to make a post on Blue Sky about, like, my goals for the year. And I kind of did make a post like that today. Saying, like, one of my goals for 2025 is to join a TTRPG live play group. I just think that'd be really fun. I want to play D&D on Twitch. I wanna do that. But all of my friends that I know who do that kind of thing are, like, they're already in groups that are, like, you know, actively running and actively have full parties and things like that. So I'm like, well, I have the anxiety. I don't know if I want to jump in with complete strangers. I don't know. We'll workshop it. We can make something work one of these days. I think we'll keep these separate from now on. You know what, we'll try it again. Maybe it'll turn out this time. We're using the Hadestown method. Oh, but yeah, I was this close to making a post saying, you know, my goals for 2025 and listing out a bunch of things, and, you know, join the Pride Guild was one of those options. I guess the one that remains as of right now is Women's Guild. I also applied to the Women's Guild, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, that is just so exciting. I don't know, I feel like the applications just opened up. Was it this month? I think it was this month. And now we're in it. Now we're in it. Obviously I'm still in kind of like this awkward verification phase where obviously I've gotten an email, I've joined the server, but we're, you know, they need to process us manually, and there's a lot of us, so ooh, I'm excited. The people in there are so nice already. We're just like chatting amongst ourselves, and the vibes are so good. Today was such a long day at work, and I just, as I'm walking out the door to go home, I pull up my phone, I see the notification from that email, I'm like, ooh, what? I'm not in a place where it's socially acceptable to scream, so I won't. But oh my goodness. So this week is going really well. I'm so pleased that so many things are popping up like one after the other to distract me from, as I said before, the mythical Day 7 Crashout. Ooh, we'll see what happens for the rest of the weekend. It's gonna be really great. I'm really optimistic. And now I guess it's time to do some normal boring stuff. Now that I'm home, I have some more cleaning to do, some more planning and things. Yeah, I just kind of want to catch up on my life, you know, my life, my organizing, my journaling a little bit. And so that's probably what I'm going to do for the rest of the night. Maybe make myself some actual dinner, salami and provolone cheese. Do not a dinner make, although it is absolutely delicious, I will say. Take a little hum. I'm a problem, I can't be stopped. You unleash me in a deli and no one is safe. And by no one, I mean all of the little bags of cheese and salamis. Am I making sandwiches? No. I'm just putting slices of salami in my mouth, chewing on them, and living my best life. Things I do at night instead of sleeping. I made my little intro for the Pride Guild with my 3 most important identities, I think. Non-binary, asexual, and D&D player. I don't know, I thought that summed me up pretty well. Alright, hi everyone, I'm in the great outdoors. It is a fantastic day to start my new, I guess, goal, routine. We'll see how it goes. It'd be nice to kind of form a habit of it. Oh, alright. So, day 1 of the new gym routine. I feel so wiped. I just did my first mile in forever. I'm kind of cardio averse, as one might imagine. But no, I feel good. I did my little jog maneuver. Did a couple of walls after that, and now I'm just so tired. I really want to get used to walking again, like walking, running, whatever. Especially since I'm going to PAX in like 2 months. I want to make sure that I'm actually able to walk around without dying. We're going to be doing that for 4 days straight, so probably for the best. So yeah, I like this little routine, some like daytime gym going. It's pretty cool. So I think we'll try to keep that up. Also, on the topic of me being outside, touching grass, if you will, I feel like such a fool. I feel like a fool. I was tricked by the weather. I know, I live in the north. False spring is a thing. It is, it absolutely is. We went from having our beautiful 60 degree days. It started snowing the other day. It actually started hailing. Stop this. Stop this. Simply don't do this to me. I was so excited about my mental health returning from the grave. But no, we don't get to do that anymore. we don't get to be happy. No, I'm still happy. I still feel good. We got our little workout in. And yeah, things are just pretty good in that way. I don't know when I picked up the manifestation skill. Maybe I unlocked it on the skill tree at some point recently. I don't know how it works exactly, but I made a post on Blue Sky like 2 days ago. Two whole days ago, saying, man, one of my goals for 2025, I want to be on a live play. I want to join a live play group. I want to play D&D on Twitch, okay? And guess who comes into my chat today during my stream and says, hey Strix, do you know anyone who might be interested in doing a one-shot next week? Me? Me? The guy who said 2 days ago that they would love to do this? And the kicker, okay, it was Sky Wyvern. Guy doesn't have Blue Sky. That was just happenstance that I just posted this, and he shows up in my chat like, hey, would you like to do this? Like, oh, boy, would I. You have no idea. You literally have no idea. You said you don't have an account. You didn't see this post. So I guess now I'm going to be trying to plan out taking part in my one-shot next weekend. Although that's really scary. By the way, this is what is it, day 8 of the mythical post Worldbuilding Awards Crashout. This is actually adding to the Crashout just a tiny little bit because the proposed day for this one shot is the day of the awards ceremony. So we'll have to see how the scheduling works out. Okay. So that's how today is going. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. But I guess we will see you next month for the next installment of Bird Rambles at a Camera for unspecified amounts of time. But I guess in the meantime, grab your sippies, my friends. Go world build. Go do the things that make you happy. I'll see you in the next video, or my next stream, or on my Discord server, wherever you want to encounter me next in this digital sphere. Goodness. I will... No, I put this down. I will continue drinking my emergency from a gamer supplement shaker bottle. But, long story short, you'll see me again soon. If you would like to kind of follow the more accurate live feed of my day-to-day activities, absolutely come check me out on Twitch, follow me on Blue Sky, join our Discord server. I've definitely done YouTube videos before, but I've never really just sat down in front of a camera and talked about my day. Usually I save that for my streams, where you guys are a captive audience and listening to me in real time. No, this has been fun. It's been a delight.